In this tutorial, you'll learn how to set up your Zendesk account for your organization's team members and grant them the appropriate access to be able to do their job. Once you are ready to start, click the products icon and open Admin Center. Open People and select Roles. You need an enterprise plan level in order to create custom roles in your account. For this example, we will create a role titled CX Operations Manager to handle the operational side of the customer support processes of a Zendesk account. Click Create Role to begin. Under Name, type CX Operations Manager. Under Description, add Can manage and optimize ticket workflows. Under Permissions, you can choose which permissions apply to agents who belong to this role. For this example, a CX Operations Manager is able to access most ticket properties. Check the option next to each permission to grant access to these settings. These users will have access to most tickets, as well as the ability to assign tickets to other brands and manage suspended tickets. They will have access to each of the ticket properties, so enable each of the permissions under this section. They cannot make public ticket comments because they do not need to interact with customers directly. However, they should have access to manage ticket fields and forms to set up workflows. For people permissions, these users can edit user profiles. They do not need permissions to manage groups, organizations, roles, user fields, or change an agent's status. Under Channels, they can manage channels and extensions, but do not need access to manage Facebook pages. For agent workflows, these users will manage views, macros, dynamic content, contextual workspaces, and have access to side conversations. They can also view and edit macro suggestions. Since these users are also creating ticket workflows, they will have access to manage all business rules. They do not need access to anything under security and privacy. These actions will usually belong to a different role that handles legal compliance. They do not need to manage Guide because they will not handle Help Center content. They also do not need any access to reporting. As this user does not handle voice or talk in this example, they do not need access to the Talk dashboard. Once you are done, click Create Role. After you create the role, you can now assign an agent in the account to that role. Click Assign Role. Use the drop-down menu to select agents. You can also search for them by typing their name. Click Assign Role to add the role permissions to each agent. Remember, you can update these role permissions later on at any time. Thanks for watching.